Hey, Facebook. Hey, YouTube. Hey, Periscope. Great morning, you guys. How are you? So good to see you guys this morning. I wanted to come on. I wanted to talk to you guys because there's so much going on right now around the country as it relates to Corona and just what's going on in terms of places shutting down. Things are starting to shut down again. We find ourselves in a place where, people are going to be trying to figure some things out. Going to be trying to figure some things out. So let me know who's here, where you're tuning in from, who's here and where you're tuning in from, who's in the virtual building. Come on, y'all. Let me know who's here. Yes. Good morning, you guys. Good morning. Good morning. So let me talk to you. One of the things that happened when they first did a shutdown around the country was that people began to panic because they were not prepared for it. They were not prepared. They didn't have a plan. They didn't know what they were going to do. They didn't know how long the shutdown was going to happen, how long it was going to be for. And it changed the nature of our lives as we know it. The beautiful thing is that, we go on and the world begins to open up again, right? The world opened up, restaurants opened up again. You could go places like you didn't have to be in the house. You didn't necessarily have a curfew and you began to do life again as you know it. What was familiar came back to you. But how many of you know that our lives will never go back to exactly the way they were before Corona hit the scene? They won't. They will never go back to exactly how they were before. But what we can do is we can plan for these changes because these changes mean, and I don't want y'all to operate from a place of fear. I want you to operate from a place of information. Okay. So these changes mean that you've got to have multiple streams of income. It is not enough to have one way that you get paid. Right? See, when you have one way that you get paid, if something should happen to that one way, then you are a creek without a paddle. All right. But if you have multiple streams of income, if you have income coming from different places, then you'll never be broke, right? You'll never be broke because the streams are flowing together, right? If one stream slows down, another stream may pick up, right? So you've got to have multiple streams of income in order to corona proof your life. The other thing that you got to do is you got to have something that is yours, that belongs to you, something that you can control, something that is dependent on you. It's not dependent on anybody else. It's dependent on you, and the beauty is that you can do that. Why? The word of God tells us that God has given us the ability to obtain wealth. We have the ability to obtain wealth. And if we have the ability to obtain wealth, that means that everything that we need is already inside of us in order for us to accomplish that. The problem is many times we don't know what's inside of us. We don't know what our gifts are. We don't recognize our gifts, or we don't feel like what we have to offer is good enough for anyone or no one would pay for it. The reality is I just taught my Corona Proof Your Income class last night, and I was telling them, listen, you're somebody's solution to a problem. You're somebody's solution to a problem. Somebody is waiting for you to show up because you're their solution. Now, if you're someone's solution to a problem, if someone has a problem, you think they won't pay to have their problem fixed? I hate cleaning. I'll pay somebody to come clean because I don't like it. I feel like there are other things I could do with my time that are more effective. But I want a clean house, right? I want a clean house, but I don't want to do it. Well, guess what? I'm someone's solution to a problem because there are people who love to clean. Like I have people in my life, like they love cleaning. Like, oh, they get so excited about cleaning. And I'm looking at them like, okay. But it's something that they love. When you take something that you love and you turn it into a business, then people will pay you to do what you love doing anyway. So in that way, we create a situation where everybody is winning. You have to find your gifts, your talents, those things that you have that you can monetize in order to help you develop multiple streams of income. But wait, you guys, this is the thing. And this is what I really want to talk to you about today. I remember when I was introduced to the foreign exchange market, or what's known as Forex or FX, right? I remember being introduced to it because he always understood that investing was going to have to be a key part of my wealth building strategy. When you're building wealth, you don't build wealth working a job. You don't build wealth with a savings account. You build wealth with multiple things that are operating for you. Well, what I realized was that there was $6.6 trillion. At that time, it wasn't $6.6 trillion. It's grown. I think it was like $5 trillion that was flowing through the market at that time. That was in 2016. Well, guess what? Now there's $6.6 trillion. In other words, from 2016 to now, a $1.6 trillion has been added to what's going on in the foreign exchange market. Why? People are becoming more aware of it. People are recognizing it as a viable option for them building their wealth, a viable option for generating income, a viable option for them growing and moving into the world of investing. You know that it's serious when Robert Kiyosaki is talking about it, right? But see, some people knew before Robert Kiyosaki was talking about Forex trading that Forex trading was an answer. So now there are all of these people who are talking about Forex. They're talking about trading. They're talking about what can happen. And the beauty is it is the largest, most liquid financial market in the world. In other words, when you make the money, you can access the money. See, that's the beauty of Forex. When you make the money, you can access the money. You can take it out. It is liquid, right? You can liquidate it so that you can have access to it. See, that's the power of the foreign exchange market. So I decided that I was going to do something because, see, sometimes we're afraid of what we don't know. We think everything is a scam. We don't believe, that you could possibly be able to, from your cell phone, actually go in and trade, make money, and take the money out, and it be your money. We don't think that's possible. But not only is it possible, it's very real and it's very viable. So tonight I'm doing a class called Intro to Forex. It's going to be a 1-hour class, and I'm just going to break down to you, if you've ever wondered what Forex was, if you've ever wondered what it means, what it looks like, is it hard, because a lot of times we see charts and we see all this stuff and you get overwhelmed because you see these candlestick things and you're trying to figure out what in the world is going on and you think I could never learn that. Well, tonight, if you go to https:// intro to Forex with Dr. V.eventbrite.com and register, you're going to see how I'm going to say, and I want y'all to understand this. I'm not saying that it is a get rich quick scheme, but how simple it is to begin to get into the market and start understanding the market and being able to use it and to leverage it. And I think that's important for you to understand, because a lot of times people think it's a get rich quick scheme. I'm not saying that. It's not. A lot of people think, oh, it's just easy. I'm not saying that. But when you understand entry and exit, then it makes it much easier for you to be able to make money in the market. See, it's $6.6 trillion that's flowing through that market 5 days a week, 24 hours a day. You don't have to make all of that money in order to build wealth. You don't have to make all of that. Imagine that, $6.6 trillion. If you just get a little drip of it, right? Just a little drip, you can be good, but you got to learn how to get the drip. And tonight I'm going to teach you some basics of how to get the drip. Now, it's not going to be deep and detailed, but it's going to at least give you enough for you to know that you can put in a trade. You're going to put in a trade. You're actually going to put in a trade tonight from the beginning at 8 p.m. Eastern time till 9 p.m. Eastern time. You will have put in a trade and be able to see what happens in the market. Why? Because I want to demystify it for you. It's not mystical. It's not this magical thing, but it is something that when you understand it, then you can begin to tap into it and take full advantage of it. So I believe in making trading as simple as possible, because most people get overwhelmed when they see all of the charts and all of this stuff going on. I believe that if you make it simple enough for people to know how to identify trades for themselves, enter and exit, when to go in and when to come out, then you position them to become a more astute student of Forex. I don't recommend that people just think, oh, it's just easy, but you can learn it. You can learn it. if you can put numbers in on your phone, then you can benefit from it. Why? Because you can actually take signals where you put the signal in and you're able to profit. You're able to make your money that way. So you don't have to know everything to begin to making money in Forex. You just have to know how to use tools to do that. I'm a firm believer. I always want to know for myself. I want to learn it, right? I don't just want to get a signal. I want to be the signal. I don't want to just find the plug. I want to be the plug. But that's my personality. So for me, being able to take the information that I've gained, what I've learned, and to share it with other people is important to me. This morning we did our trading session. People have already made money this morning. Before 8 o'clock, people had already caught 40 pips. So like and pips equate to money, right? Depending on how much you trade, right? So, already they had caught 40 pips, and we got some other trades that's in, and we'll do some other stuff throughout the day, right? But this is what I want you to understand. I had someone on from Grenada, and she was saying, oh my God, Dr. V, you are the best. Now, I'm not saying that to brag because I don't know the most. I'm not going to tell you I know everything about Forex trading. I'm not going to say that. But what I know is I know how to make things simple enough for people to understand them and to be able to use them and to be able to build their confidence. So you can think of me as your Forex trading confidence simple coach, right? I make it simple and I build your confidence. And tonight, that's what I'm going to do. By the time we end, you're going to feel confident that you could learn how to trade Forex. It's a big claim, but I'm a big girl and I stand by my words. So if you want to explore this space, there's no cost. There's no fee. I've got a VIP version. If you want to do the VIP, it's not required. It's a free class for 1 hour. And all you have to do is register, get on, and give yourself an opportunity to learn a little more. Thank you. I appreciate that. So get your mind right? And if you've ever wanted to become an investor, if you ever wanted to learn how to invest, and have low risk investment, right? Because it doesn't have to be high risk. A lot of people go in, they put all their money in, and then they do crazy stuff and they lose all their money. I don't teach that. That's not what I teach, right? So I teach people to go in low risk, learn, build your confidence, and then take it to the next level. So now, what are you going to do? How are you corona-proofing your life? How are you corona-proofing your income? Well, I'm telling you, Forex is a way that you can do that. So go register at Intro to Forex with drv.eventbrite.com. Sign up for the free 1 hour class tonight. Go ahead and get in, secure your spot because there are limited spots, right? There are limited spots. And I opened it up to my team. So my team is inviting people as well. I want my people to make sure you get on. Make sure you get on. I'm trying to plug you in. I'm trying to be your plug, okay? But you got a part to play. So go register. Go register. Get your ticket now so that tonight at 8 p.m., you're ready. And then make sure that you have a phone or a tablet and preferably a computer. Sign into the Zoom on the computer, or you can sign on from your phone or tablet. But make sure that you have at least one, maybe two electronic devices. It'll help you, okay? So Intro to Forex with drv.eventbrite.com. Let's corona-proof our income by tapping into a $6.6 trillion a day industry. That's right, I said it, $6.6 trillion. It is the largest, most liquid financial market in the world and the only financial market that has never crashed. The only financial market that has never crashed. So great, you've got some stocks, that's great, right? But Forex gives you that liquid capital that you can access right then, okay? Listen, you guys, I love you guys. To life and life more abundant. I can't wait to see you trading Forex. You guys, I love you guys. To life more abundant. Have an amazing and blessed and prosperous day. Mwah.